What up, pimp? Today we're talking about a secret way to make you unconsciously more attractive with these hoes, man. And I just want to say before we even start this video, this is something that it's not a specific technique, it's not a specific thing that you're going to do, but it's a mindset kind of thing. And that mindset, my friend, is the mindset of assuming attraction, assuming the best possible outcome from the get-go. I want you to think about something for a second. Now, if you've ever played a sport, if you ever played, like, say, basketball, for example, anytime you shoot a shot, you have to shoot that shit like you're fucking Kobe Bryant. You have to shoot that shit like every single shot is gonna go in. Even if you know it's a low percentage shot, even if you know it's just you're tired of taking the shot, or maybe it's just a long-ass shot, whether it's 50 feet behind the motherfucking line or whatever the case, so you have to shoot every single shot like fucking Curry, like it's gonna go in, because the moment you hesitate that little bit, that flick in your wrist is just not gonna have that same conviction. It's the same thing with women. Ultimately, I think this is a big reason why most beta dudes, they have a hard time. Like, for example, when we hear about dudes who have crazy situations with women, like guys who have multiple wives or live with multiple women or have multiple girlfriends that know about each other and they meet each other and all this, the average motherfucker sees that shit and his mind is blown. He will never comprehend that shit, because the moment he meets a pretty girl, he's like, hey, this is a high value pretty girl. She would never go for that. He assumes certain limitations. When you are a motherfucker who's incredible with women, you assume the best possible limitations. You assume no limitations. That's the whole point. With a lot of these fucking beta males, they look at situations like that and they'll start to low-key hate. They'll call the girls sluts, they'll call the girls trashy, they'll say he must be manipulating them and all this type of shit, because they themselves cannot assume, they will never assume that something like that is just not even possible. For example, I assume that every single bitch gives head. Meanwhile, I had a buddy of mine who he was good. He would get girls, and when we were teenagers, he would get girls, and it got to a point where he smashed 5 chicks by the time he was like 16. But none of them gave him head. So the whole time I was just like, how the fuck are none of them giving you head? Like, I don't understand that shit. But what happened is they would tell him that they don't like giving head, or that they thought it was disgusting, whatever the case was. And he took these bitches seriously. And the moment you would take them seriously, the moment you take them for their word, the moment you don't assume your own fucking conclusion, that's the best possible conclusion, a lot of times you just end up falling short, and you end up doing something that she would do if it was the right person, but she's just not gonna do it for you. Oh yeah, I don't give head? Yeah, bull fucking shit. Are you serious? What bitch don't fucking give head? Like, come on. Come on, who you playing, son? On a lesser note, say during the actual attracting part, when it comes to actually talking to women and attracting women, you want to assume that she's going to say yes. If you ask a girl out for coffee, you're not asking her out like, so do you want to go out? Just like that tone in itself, or even when you watch movies and shit, it's always a tone where it's like, you're not sure, you're leaving it up to her, like whether or not she says yes, or whether or not she says no. And that also kind of, it trades a negative emotion to her, because women are all emotions, they're all energy. So if you're sitting there and you're like, hey, do you want to go out with me? All they're taking that is as insecure emotions towards them. So they're just going to reply back with that same insecure emotion. If you come at them real calm, real casual, real just lighthearted and upbeat, like, oh yeah, hey, yeah, you're supposed to give me those yoga lessons. Oh shit, yeah, because, you know, we spoke about that thing and blah, 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 whatever the case is. Or it could be just you telling a chick that you're going out on a date or whatever the case. You could be like, hey, get your shit, get dressed, wear a tight dress, wear a sexy dress, and we're going out to this awesome sushi spot, come along. You're not there like, hey, are you free? Hey, do you want to come get sushi with me? Like, none of that goofy ass shit. You're assuming from the start. And the moment women see that you're the type of motherfucker where you assume shit, they feel the pressure to respond and to fucking, just to respond. They feel that pressure. You know who does this really, really well? I can't help but make hood comparisons, but if you ever spoke to the police are very good at doing this. A lot of people don't understand how much they would actually snitch if the police were really interrogating them. I've seen this shit firsthand. A lot of people are not expecting it. The police have very slick social ways of getting to people. They will go up to, for example, they'll just go up to someone and they'll ask them questions in a way where it's like, they're looking at you like they're expecting an answer. Even if it's something where you're like, oh, hey, officer, it's my right to not answer this. They'll ask it as if They expecting you to answer, and if you don't answer, they look at you with 3 fucking heads. Like they put so much pressure on the person on the spot. Most people end up fucking folding, and it's actually quite crazy because they really will look at you like you're fucking stupid for even thinking of not answering their question. That is a manipulation tactic. That in itself. And that experience is kind of a negative thing, but it can be a positive thing. If you just act like automatic, like it's gonna happen, people will start to respond as if, okay, yeah, it's gonna happen. If you're unsure, your pitch is raising at the end of sentences, naturally, it's just not gonna happen. Hey, one thing I used to do sometimes before I would go up to groups of chicks or go up to chicks is I would assume I smashed the bitch already. Or I would just, in my mind, I would assume that she already likes me or that I already smashed her already. So when I went up to her, it wasn't like this thing where it's like, oh my God, I'm hoping to get approval. I'm hoping the moment I don't open my mouth, she's gonna be like fucking spit flames at me or whatever the case is. She's just there and I'm assuming that she's gonna say hi. And once you assume it, everything starts from your subconscious, bruh. Everything. The moment you fucking have a moment where you decide something in your mind, your consciousness, your actual actionable part of your brain is going to naturally lead to that direction. If you have the mindset that I can never get a threesome with bad bitches, even if 2 bad bitches went up to you right now, you would throw the opportunity away because it was not assumed in your subconscious. You're gonna have to literally spend that moment to convince your subconscious, which has been thinking that this is not possible the whole time, to feel possible. That's why a lot of dudes over time, they don't even like beating off to really hot chicks because they become so conditioned to the fact that those chicks are out of their league, or they feel like that those chicks are out of their leagues, that they literally have no emotions towards those type of chicks. They have no emotions because it seems so unreal, that it's so foreign, that it's not even arousing to them. It's more arousing for some dude to see some average looking bitch get fucked, and that's fucking crazy because it's not even supposed to be like that. But that's what happens when over time you just take this assumption. Over time, your subconscious starts to mold to it. It starts to associate sexual urges and feelings toward a bunch of fat bitches. Now you see fat bitches, you're like, yeah, because you relate to that more. You had those sexual emotions subconsciously in you associated with them fat bitches. That doesn't mean you won't find the hot bitches hot, but now all of a sudden when you see hot bitch porn now, it's just, you can't even relate to it as much, and that's fucking insane. That's insane. It's fucking insane. Ultimately, when you're talking to these bitches, you have to assume that you're the shit. You have to assume that she likes you. You have to assume that she's gonna come home with you. You have to assume everything. The moment she wants to say no, she's gonna say no. She's gonna be, oh no, I can't because I'm my friend. No, I really can't. Like my grandma really just died, motherfucker. You, like, come on. And you're really gonna have to be like, okay, let me back off, let me stop being a dickhead. Now that is the point where you can back off. But man, trying to take these bitches by their words, you're gonna fall so many places short of where you really need to be. It's not the place. It's just not the thing to do, man. And do you have anything below in the comments that you would like to leave as far as, you know, a special thing that you did, a mindset that you had, that whether or not it made you less nervous around women or more successful with women? Me personally, assuming attraction, assuming success, assuming that Jimmy, that jump shot is gonna go in, that's how you fucking do it. That's how you put your mindset in a winner's fucking mindset. Hell, even if you played a video game and you were trash, you have to play that shit like you're a pro, like you're gonna win. That's the fastest way to get good. If you play like, I'm scared, I'm a noob, but you play scared, you're gonna get scared fucking results. You play scared with these bitches, you're gonna get scared fucking scary ass results, aka no blowjobs, missionary sex, boring shit, and ultimately another average beta chump in the giant pile of statistics. Statistics, don't be a statistic. At the end of the day, that's what we here, Unleash Gang. And with that being said, bro, unleash your best. And until next time, don't get caught slipping around these hoes, my friend.